Hello, you guys. Welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. I'm Lorianne, and we're going to take a look at the age of Aquarius. So, Aquarius rises is about the age of Aquarius and all of the changes that we're going through, not just in the external world, but this is more about the inner self or inner connection. So, we're going to look at all different type of topics, and today's topic is really a pretty cool topic, and we're going to wait to start for a few people to join in. And welcome to those of you who are here. If you would like to participate in the group itself and ask questions and get your answers direct, you can join our soul membership and you'll be right in there with everyone else. So today is spiritual guides in the age of Aquarius, and we're going to really go in deep. But give me one quick second. Erica is going to be here in just a moment. She should be. So I welcome you. I hope you're doing very well in this busy, busy time because June is crazy. And if you guys didn't see it, I have posted I've posted a couple of predictions and readings for you guys that I think will benefit you very much. One of them is the key dates for all zodiac signs in the month of June as Mercury goes, it redirects. A lot of things are going to take place, and that has everything to do with the age of Aquarius, by the way. So there's a whole lot of things coming in, and let me just let Erica, give me just one second. Erica helps me to, hi, Erica, there you are. She helps me to navigate on the chat side so that I don't forget somebody, or if I say something, I'm not forgetting to go back to it. So please give a thumbs up and welcome Erica. She is in the chat. And again, if you guys would like to participate, go ahead and join in our soul membership, and we'll be answering your questions direct in these programs. So, welcome. So, today we're talking about spiritual guides in the age of Aquarius. And, the age of Aquarius is a really crazy time. It is a time when we balance the light and the darkness, not just within ourselves. And that is a key part, that's a key element to it, but it's in the universal energy flow. So, this is that moment where we're changing a timeline in the era of our history, of humanity, of mankind in general. And it's across the globe. It isn't just in individual specific people or specific areas, it's everywhere. It's also in the universal flow that surrounds the globe, our world. So to balance and shift, we have to kind of shake things up a little bit. And through the shakeups, we start seeing things. And you guys who have been involved in the twin flame journey, you know what I'm talking about. Whether you were triggered by a romantic partner in that journey, or a job, or a family member, it was something very, very connected to you that made you want to stop and say, whoa, something doesn't feel right. I don't like what's going on. Why this? Why that? And you start questioning everything. And it's quite a wonderful and intense, absolutely intense journey, but it's also filled with a lot of information, inner knowing, and putting us in a level where we start seeing reality rather than what we were told to do or thought we were supposed to do. Um, we see it all in the truth. And that is the biggest part about the age of Aquarius. Now, I've written a blog to go with this show today, and I'm just going to tap on some of these concepts while we're here. But the blog will go into a little bit more explanation in detail for you guys because this is that big colossal moment when the energy shifts. And that's why I do those energy shift readings for you, because that unseen element that surrounds us, where we know something, but we don't know why we know, we can feel a presence around us, but we don't exactly see it. We might not even hear it. We just have this knowing. And that knowing is in the unseen elements that surround each and every person. It surrounds everything. It is the universal flow. So that's the energetic flow that I talk about. And my job, my life and soul purpose in this movement is to help you guys see everything in front of you to remove those blockages and to see with clarity so that you can make the right decisions for you. And ultimately, it leads you right directly to your life and soul purpose. My dog's knocking to come in. If you don't know, I have a big, beautiful, excuse me, golden retriever, and he is knocking to come in the door. So Erica, if you can see it, Erica has posted a link, and we'll post it in the comments when we're done. But you can go over and take a look at that blog and order a service if you need it. So excuse me, it's springtime. I'm still in New York and I'm looking for a place, which is a whole nother story. I could take 2 hours of time telling you all of the things that I've been through when it comes to relocating, right? And you have to be open, and it still doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy road, but it is definitely achievable, right? So through all of these changes that we've been through, each era in the timeline of our history leads us to a broader amount of information, a broader angle in life. Some of them in the past, as we know, had been very rigid and you had to follow the sequence and follow society. And right now, this big global awakening that's been taking place, as many of you already know, but I'm going to reiterate it for those of people who don't know. It is about you seeing abuse in the world, okay? Seeing the right and the wrong, understanding the difference between right and wrong and how it resonates within you. But it's about our society, the way we treat people. The Age of Aquarius is waking up our senses and our communication skills, because the majority of us hurt other people and we don't even know we do it. We have no idea we do it. Even a comment like, on a creator, let's just say here on YouTube, where a person is displaying and saying something, but the way that it's worded makes it degrade the person that is the creator. And I'm not saying I had this happen, although I have, but I think everybody in the public eye has at one point in time. But this is where we have these blinders on. So the guides are always around us, these beautiful voices and whispers and touches and the thought that pops in our head. They are always around us. It comes to us through an internal knowing, and it's from a higher self. It's from a higher perspective of us. I don't usually read. I'm looking at my chart, so I make sure that I do it in alignment, like with the writing that I did for you. Usually everything I do is just boom, I just put it out there. And I still am, but I want to make sure I keep it in alignment. But that inner knowing, it lets us know something is reality. It's like going to a psychic, a great example. Going to a psychic and a psychic telling you that is not the love of your life. If you really feel it is and you feel it deep inside of you, you're going to know, based on your own inner knowing, if that psychic is giving you accurate information. But I also did a blog post about that as well, so that you can look for the right ones for you. And that's under the tarot, but it's in the blog post, so you can check that out on the website. The universe speaks to us in so many different ways. And if we're sleepwalking, right? If we're sleepwalking, we can't see it. So, for those of you who have awoken and you see life in a different way, you know what I'm talking about. We go through these changes in life that make us pull back. And when we analyze, we can reattach our identity to the core being. And when we do this, we can start recognizing the synchronicities a lot easier than when we're not, when we're in that blinded kind of a place. So, the dream state is another one that is major. You will see dreams, and in the dreams will be glimpses and hints of direction and guidance on where to go. And they always try to lead us in a positive angle if we're dealing with the light. But remember, with light comes darkness. The balancing of the universal energy is light and dark, balancing the two in between. That's where the awakening comes in, so that you know what direction is the right one for you. So those dreams will lead us in directions that may take us backwards, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It takes us back to an old memory, something you wanted to create, something you wanted to build, a project, an organization you wanted to join. Contribution to humanity happens in those dream states. New inventions, new creative ideas, all of these amazing things, and even romantic situations where you can see a future person as an option through those dreams. The thoughts pop in our head just automatic. It's like, we'll just, it's not like you hear anybody talking to you, but it just pops in your head like, oh, I'll do that. I'll do it this way. I'll go that direction. The pop in your head is actually guidance for you. So listen to that. It can sound very much like somebody's talking to you. It can come from your higher self. Your higher self is connected to the universe itself. So that information is going to be very, very accurate for you guys, right? So with that also is the names and this other synchronicities that we've spoken about so many times. The birds is a big one, right? The person's name, whoever triggered you into the journey, you'll see their name over and over again. You'll see them in your dreams, you'll hear them talk to you in your head. And it doesn't mean you're going crazy, although it definitely feels like that in the beginning. But there is a difference between a spiritual guided voice, a spiritual guided message, and being crazy. There is a difference between them. And that beautiful soft voice, that little echo that we hear, us just our name being called and these light sounds that we hear that we can tell it isn't in the 3D angle. It's in a higher dimension than where we're at today. Those also are huge, huge indications that you're being guided. The power radiates from the most prominent energy force there is. So that radiating enormous power actually can guide us in that direction. So, whatever it is that you're looking for, you want to look for that beautiful power inside. And right now, animals, and they're a big part in this whole role of changing from one type of era in our history, in our timeline, to a new, into the age of Aquarius. The animals guide us, and that's part of what their job is to guide us. It doesn't mean they're going to eat us like if you meet a lion, although it could, right? But it does mean that there are synchronicities attached to the animals that we see, squirrels and birds and ladybugs and butterflies and so on. Even our beautiful dogs, like my dog, he's a blessing. So as I went through my own experience, which was an incredible experience, I'm telling you, it was incredible. As I went through that, when I awoke to a certain point, all of a sudden, this dog that I wanted for my entire life, I wanted this dog. And he is a golden retriever, which they're very expensive dogs and they're not easy to find. So when I had the money, I couldn't find the dog. When I found the dog, I didn't have the money. It was like it never seemed to fit until I reached a certain plateau, a certain level. So as I was guided out of nowhere, it was just this look on the, it told me a direction to look. It was a public site. So I looked on the public site, and when I looked there, there it was. There was this little itty bitty puppy who is now 90 pounds. He doesn't he is like huge. But there was this little puppy, and I went, that's my blessing. That's my cosmic reward for a job well done, right? And as we go forward, we do get these rewards, and they come in various ways. It can be getting a link out of nowhere from the blue, just out of nowhere, that says, "Hey, join Lorianne's women's empowerment group," or go to this particular live stream, or anything like that that guides you. So it's incredible the silent tools that are used by the universal forces, and they are amazing. Now, a lot of you have difficulty knowing if it is a spiritual guided message or if it is something different. You have difficulty knowing if it's positive or negative. Those of you who have ascended to a certain level and you feel you are moving in your true life and soul purpose, I'm certain a lot of you are receiving those messages. But you can verify, a lot of you, maybe not all of you, there's a certain point when you go through the journey where you feel alone again. Maybe you're disconnected from what you had before, where they were talking to you. Sorry, I told them I was gonna be unavailable and they called anyway. Where they are talking to you, and now it's not there. You can't hear that, you can't feel it. There's a bit of a blanket of blindness in there. It doesn't mean that they're not there. They are, but it's a point in time for you to learn to or remember to go within. As you go through this journey, you ascend to one level and then you'll ascend to another level. And you can equate it to each layer that we're taking off of our blinded energies around us, what we were told growing up, what our ex did to us, the pain we went through, the traumas, the dramas, the blaming, the shaming, all of these things that make us say, I don't want to play with the world. That blockage opens up to a certain level and we ascend to a new level of awareness. We can see reality. And then we go through other phases and it might come back in because that's the second layer that we have to go through. So there are different levels of ascension. There are different layers that we have to go through. And I could spend probably an entire week talking about that in great detail for you guys. But one of the things I wanted to point out, and we'll pull some cards. I know you guys love the tarot. We do. We love the tarot. But one of the things I wanted to point out for you is if you're feeling isolated, and especially Mercury going retrograde made you feel worn down, lost energy, wondering, and even doubting, is any of this real? Because every time I hear something positive, nothing happens. Remember, you hold the power to create what circles your world. And it doesn't mean that it's an easy thing to do. It can be in certain increments. Some people have gone into the holistic community that I know, clients I've worked with, and started their own business and went like this, and now they're in a holding pattern, saying, "Wait, is this really what I'm supposed to do?" We can refer to that as a test, but one thing's for sure, you have to remember to connect on a regular basis. So if you've forgotten how to connect, I'm gonna give you just a quick way to do that. You can do that right now, or after the show, of course. You can do that anywhere you are where you are not operating heavy equipment or machinery. But this is a really easy way for you to do it. Now, we understand meditation is a great way to do it. Prayer is very much, they are identical. It's just a different form. In prayer, we put our hands together and we pray. And we usually lift our hands up and we say, bring it in, thank you, whatever we're asking for, please help, right? Wake me up, send me in the right direction. Meditation is done in the same format. So the hands and the palms are up, and I want you to make sure that your palms are upright. You want to go into a certain area that works for you, where you can tune everything and everyone out. It's very simple. All right. You just have to get in the practice of doing it for those who don't. And if you've forgotten, we're just going to touch on this real quick. So you tune out the outside noises, the movements, the televisions and radios and the phones going off and people around you. You have to literally block them out. Like if you're a parent, you block your child out, you know what I'm talking about. Or they're going, Mommy, Mommy, Mom, Mom, Mom. We tune them out. So, number two, you would turn off your cell phone and your computers to block the interference that is transmitted to us. The energy that comes from these, we could go into a whole new subject on that one. But what comes from the electronic technology actually can block us from that connection as well. So you want to disconnect from it altogether. There are lots of times I leave the house, I don't take my cell phone because it tracks you, right? So I don't take my cell phone, it attaches to you, and we want to clear that energy. So get in a comfortable position and clear your thoughts out. Whatever you were thinking, whether it's positive or negative, you want to let it go. Just let it go. Just anything you're thinking of. Like if you're dealing with pain, you can turn that pain away and you can bring in joy and laughter and you can bring the pain back anytime you want. We hold the power to bring it in or to pull it away, push it away. It's up to us, right? We actually can sit in a place of feeling so bad for so long because we choose to bring, and it doesn't sound like it makes sense when we've been hurt by somebody, but the more we focus on that, the more feeling and intensity it brings to us. So just turn a blind eye to it. Just say, you know what? And take your hand and say, I'll deal with you later. Okay. So if you're in a situation that is hurtful, I'll deal with you later. Right now, it's about me. It's about me and only me. So sit in that comfortable position, tuning everything out. Everything's turned off and it is quiet. It is silent. And in that silence, you want to sit for about 10 minutes. I do recommend, and I didn't put it in the posting, but I do recommend that if you can, you hold your palms upright. This allows the beautiful positive to come down and mesh into the energy vibrations through your hands. Okay. Those of you who are healers, you know what I'm talking about. It recharges your energy that you throw out towards other people. Be in the moment and just be there. And when you're sitting there in this position and everything's quiet and it's silent, you'll hear something. You'll see a little fainted image. Something will come through, an inner knowing. It could even be an actual voice saying, I'm here. Hello. You will hear, you will see, and you will feel something come through just in 10 minutes of time. Listen to it, see it, and feel it inside of you. When you wake up, say thank you. You always got to say thank you. And you put it out there in the universe that whatever is meant for you will come in. You are now in a calm state. You are now in a place where you can handle whatever this was that you said, go away. Okay, now if you feel like bringing it in, you will. And a lot of you won't. You'll be, oh, I'll bring it back some other day. I want this day for me. And kudos to you for that, all right? That and because you can bring it back anytime you want. So listen to it, feel it, and then have an inner knowing that it is going to take place. I don't mean hope. Okay. I hope it'll happen. No, I mean, I saw something. I felt it. I know it. And I trust in what the universe is bringing me, and I trust in me. And that's how you walk the rest of your day. So it sounds like a super easy thing to do. And really, it is a super easy thing to do. It's just remembering to do it and never forget to do it. So if you're in a low vibration, give that a shot. And that will be on my website. If you ever forget, you can go in and take a look. So I hope that helps you. And before we move on to pulling some cards, I'm going to say hello to everyone over here. Hi, my dear. How are you? It's so happy to see you too. I'm glad I'm bringing the live back. You know, I've been dealing with a lot of, for 4 years. This is my fifth year. This is the year where I started my business 5 years. I mean, the month where I started my business 5 years ago. So over those 4 years, I have helped a lot, thousands of people walk through their journey. Just on these videos on YouTube, I have helped you, and I plan on continuing to do it. But I need to change the format up a little bit because some of you have grown into an advanced stage, and there are still people coming in that are in the beginning phases, and that's okay. So I want to make sure that I'm helping each and every different group of people in one form or another through writings, through blogs, through vlogging. These videos are vlogging, and through answering questions, through personal readings, which I'll be closing right around the end of June. I won't be offering single services anymore. We'll answer questions through our memberships, through our group focus centers, and if you have a multi package plan, absolutely. We'll work together, no problem, because I know those are people who really want to make a difference and they're going to conquer a goal. And so I'm very happy to see you and thank you for the 9.99. You would like to know about your job and see if you're in the right place and what do you see you doing in the future. You know, your energy is actually quite good today compared to a lot of the other times. She's a wonderful member. I think you've been with me since the very beginning, Arzu. She is fantastic, and I just love you very much and been through a lot of incredible journeys, right? Incredible journeys. So, with this, I feel that you are definitely moving toward the right path. Right on the bottom, you have the Ten of Swords, which is exactly what you went through, and you have the Five of Cups. It's not by chance I split the deck by doing that. This is exactly what she went through, right? You went through this, and she has been through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, in a lot of different ways that it really, really blocked her energy flow. So if that energy flow that we're talking about is blocked, we can't hear the guides, but they never left you and they are still there. And yours are around you, my darling. They really are. Now, I don't remember past readings. I remember you, but what I'm seeing is that you are almost in a place where you are getting toward your soul purpose. You know what your soul purpose is, whether you have chosen to block it out or not. The person you recently met, the person you went on the trip with, triggered you. You know what I'm talking about. That person triggered you toward your soul purpose. You were on the right path, and I do feel that you were still there. So let me pull some cards because what I see coming for you is um, writing. It has something to do with writing. Now, this could be in any level of life. Yeah, you're going through your transformation. You're ending one phase of your life. Remember, I said the girl. Well, I didn't say girl, the person, but it was a girl that you met on a traveling trip. And there was a little bit of havoc that took place, and that person put you into your transformation, highlighted what you were going through. So, with this, I love you too. You are welcome. You're doing a lot of writing. Wonderful. Okay, let me finish this message for you, my dear. So with this is a deep transformation. This is that inner changing that we do where it's who am I? What do I want to do? Who do I want to be when I grow up? Right? We used to hear that saying all the time. And this is that moment where we're making a decision. For me personally, I had to go within and figure out, is this really what I want to do? Because I spend hours of unpaid time here on YouTube. I literally do. Most of my time is not paid for. So, is this really what I want to do? So I had to look at it and really go within. Now, what I'm being guided to tell you, Arzu, is to do exactly that. So please read the blog on my website. Remember what I said. Listen to this again when it comes to the overall general message today, because you have a big, profound moment coming. You're writing for a company. I feel you're going to write blogs for people. And what you're writing about has to do with spirituality. Now, that isn't a particular religion, it isn't about a particular culture or a faith. It's about spirituality and the openness to accept all exactly the way they are meant to be accepted. And that's really cool. And I don't think I've ever told anyone that. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, my dear, you've been worn out and you've been going through a lot, but the Nine of Wands also represents the writing. So this is confirmation you've been writing and working hard on your own self-reflection. And please give her a thumbs up because you definitely deserve that, right? So I feel you're going to get this isn't this isn't a small company. I feel you're gonna change companies if you are working for one right now, and I do believe you are. I feel you're gonna switch to a new company. It is not in the United States, and I don't remember where you're at, but it feels like it's in it feels like it's attached to the UK somehow. Okay, so they could be based out of the UK and maybe one of those surrounding countries right there, but it has UK attached to it. They may own it and have a location in your local area, but it's not a United States affiliation, all right? I think you're in the US. You've been dealing with the 3 of Hearts. You've been dealing with all of the heartbreaks in it, and again, that person on the trip triggered you into that journey. So through this, that's where you're seeing what you're meant to do. So you are moving in the right direction, and I feel you're really gonna hit it around August. You're gonna start getting people wanting you to write for them, all right? And I hope that helps. Now we're gonna answer another one of her questions, and thank you for the $9.99 again. You'd like to know about how your DM is doing and feeling toward you currently, and messages from his higher self. I believe we reached an inner union recently. Now, this is a really kind of cool message that she gave because that's part of that inner knowing that I'm talking about. We have an inner knowing that is unbelievable. And that will let us know if that message you heard from him was real or not. And by the way, it was real. So I am hearing the word I'm here, and I feel you guys are going to be talking very soon in the human world. Um, I see it's going to be between July and October. Now, what I feel that really is between July and October, Arzu, is you're going to have a conversation, a quick text message, hey, what up? And that's it. And then when you respond, it'll go silent for a little while, and then later you'll see one come through. So it may take them 2 or 3 weeks to actually get in touch with you. That person that she's talking about put her in the tower moment, right? It put you in the tower moment where your whole world, internal world, definitely, but it affected everything in your world. And that particular individual was meant to do that. They were meant to trigger you. You have a high telepathic communication, so you can call it your higher self. You can call it the guides around you. You've got the card of guidance around you. Patience, right? Temperance is a beautiful message for those of you who do tarot. That is a beautiful message that you are receiving, or your client is receiving guidance. All right. This is an absolute wonderful moment where I feel in each month it's going to progress. By the time you get towards August, rolling into September, it's going to increase. Okay, so it might be 2 or 3 weeks, and another message 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's going to increase. So it's just a short period of time. It's a matter of weeks. But the irony is, I don't think you're going to pick him. And we'll have to look at that at another time. But I don't feel you're going to pick that individual. So, my dear, I hope that helps you. I do. And thank you for your contribution and for being such a wonderful part. Hey, Heinrich, how are you? I'm glad that you're here. It's wonderful to see you. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and we're going to do a quick message for each zodiac sign, as always. And we're going to start with Aries and go on down the line. Happy birthday to those of you who are Gemini. I put that in your message. Leo. One sec, I'm just writing these down so I don't forget the order, and that way, because Erica can't see the time, only I can see the time right now, on this recording. So we're gonna start with our beautiful Aries, and then we're gonna move all the way down the line into ending with Pisces. So Aries, let's take a look at whatever the message is for you when it comes to, um I'm hearing the word awareness. You guys are really becoming aware of something around you. It could be an experience that you've gone through, but it's this place of being stuck, right? Look at that. You were stuck and now you're moving forward. So it's not by chance. Obviously, I was writing. I didn't separate these cards in that manner. So this is a beautiful place for you to be. And remember, I hear the message, I see the visions, and the cards follow my guidance for you. I'm 100% guided for you guys. So if you get mad at a message I say, I didn't say it. I'm the translator. That's all. I'm the person that was designated to help you through this. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. All right. So Aries, you have a card of patience. Absolutely. This is putting it out there, planning, preparing, and working very hard. When it comes to awareness, you've been really focused on your own self and trying to get things put into place. Now, it doesn't mean that you haven't been looking for love or a job or anything like that. But I feel for the sign of Aries, the awareness has really begun to hit in over the last 2-3 months. This is the largest group that I'm talking about. The more energy from this group, you guys are 2 to 3 months out. You've been planning and preparing, putting yourself in front of situations that are going to bring you in something amazing. And that was actually part of your destiny. So that's a wonderful place to be. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put my glasses on. There's a little glare there, but I have no choice. I can't see. All right. And now we're going to move on to our Taurus. So, Taurus, yes, Taurus. I'm hearing the word for you, clarity. Okay, the word that's coming through, they're saying clarity for our zodiac sign of Taurus. Clarity when it comes to your true soul purpose, when it comes to your destined path, and you will be 100% victorious in whatever's coming for you. The clarity I feel for some of you is around family situations. Now, that could be the beliefs that you grew up with, where you were told something and it didn't quite work out. It could be anything when it comes to the family unit itself. But one thing's for certain, you've got something going to be highlighted. Now, please check out those key dates that I put on my website and a blog for you. Subscribe to my free newsletter. I am converting everything for you guys so that we can move in a different direction at an affordable price. We have this little bitty kid, and I feel this is the child in you. And remember, I said it's family. So this is an unemotionally available individual. This is an immature person. It possibly could represent a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius individual. But this is about doing the research. And we are talking about the word clarity. Looking online is going to give you the answers that you need. So jump online and start searching. If you're looking for a job, look harder, look in different ways, type in a different entry. The search engine is amazing. I mean, you can find anything, but if you type it one way, it'll pull up certain things. If you type it a different way, it'll pull up something similar, but in a different category. Remember, as a creator, I put tags on these videos. So if I don't put that tag, it may not fall under that category when you're searching. So just vary up what you're doing, and the clarity is going to show for you guys very, very soon. So now let's look at Gemini, and then we're going to answer your question over here. Hello, Trish, and welcome. I'm going to talk to you guys in just a moment. Okay. Now, Gemini, don't be offended. All right. I'm hearing I'm hearing duo, bio. So some of you may be, and I don't mean that you're bipolar, okay? Because the old joke is that Gemini go back and forth, and it's not necessarily wrong, but so do a lot of other zodiac signs, right? We tend to put them in the all category, and you're not really in the all category. Happy birthday to you. I know I said it, I'm saying it again, to our beautiful Geminis. So, with this energy of bio, I feel some of you have to have two resumes. All right. You need to take your skills, and you may be like me. I have a multitude of different skills. I'm a minister, number one. I don't know if you guys know that. I held a degree in metaphysical humanistic science, which is the intricate connection of the spiritual, the scientific, and the human world, relationships, and how they interconnect. I'm an energy healer, which means I understand Reiki. I use it every day when I do these sessions for you guys, and a lot of other things. So I don't even want to go on. But when we have these broadened experiences in life and you're putting your resume out there, you can't simply categorize everything in one for one job. They may not care that you're an energy healer, but they may very much care about the other two. So I'm hearing that you need to do it twice. Duo, okay? Bio is your own biography. You may need to break it down into sections, but what I'm hearing is on your resumes, recreate it and have a cover letter meant for this type of work skill set that you do, and another one for this one. And that should help those of you who are looking for a job. All right, now we're going to stop for a minute and we are going to answer a couple questions. Don't leave. We'll get to our next sign will be Cancer, okay? So, hi, you guys. Heinrich, I'm so glad that you're here. Heinrich is with us, and he also, I just love that you've been with me for so long, and I am so happy to have you here. He is in, I believe it's Netherlands, right? Are you in the Netherlands? He's in a different country, and so he's on a totally different time schedule than we are. So I'm glad that you're able to make it. You're good, just a little sick. I am good. Thank you for asking, my dear. And I want you to get better. Make yourself some tea and relax and let it go. And listen to the beginning of this video when we're done, where I talk about how to get into that place, the happy place. Okay. You're welcome, Arzu. Trish, hello and welcome, and thank you for your contribution. I'm so glad you're here with us. You would like help in both personal and career, staying in Calgary and starting your own wellness center, or move to BC and start there. Also, back east of Canada is calling you, but you think it's only because your family's there. I'm going to say yes to the last question that you answered. Number one, yes, I feel it's your family. There's like an inner child going, well, I should be near. It's almost like a feeling of guilt, hun. Like you may be feeling like you should be there for them, especially if they're getting older, up there in age, or you know that somebody needs you out there and you haven't been there for them. Now, when it comes to the two different locations, one, I am hearing illness, wellness is a really good avenue for you to go. All right, that is a good avenue. You're doing really great. You have three organizations that you're going to meet people in these organizations. What I mean is, you may join like my women's empowerment group. Okay, you may join that, my darling. And through that group, you're going to meet somebody else in the industry where you're going to complement each other and be able to work together in the future. I see three of them. One, two, three. Three key people are coming into your life. They're going to help you grow and expand your business. Calgary is the area that I feel you belong in, Calgary. Now, I don't know what's going on out there, but that's what I see. And every time I hear the word Calgary, I see like, how do I want to say this? This is not political channel. I am not like that at all. But what I see is like in the US back in the Civil War days, the Calgary. Okay, I always see that, which lets me know that it's a big center of people around there. There's a section in there that is very like city oriented and clicky. And I feel that's where you belong, is in that clicky place. All right. But let me pull a couple cards for you. I hope you guys are well out there. Canada. You must be having really beautiful weather night right now. You have the World card. Look at that. What is a great card for you to get, Trish. The World card is saying that you have the world is your oyster, my dear. You can pretty much go anywhere and you can set it up. And it's not because of the location, although you do need to make sure you vibe with the energy underneath your feet, which is the ground that your house is sitting on, right? You have to vibe in the town that you live in. You have to like that environment. If you love trees and you're near the ocean, it's complete opposite. You may need to relocate near trees because that's where you get grounded. So when I hear the word about Calgary, and by the way, this is a yes card. Should you move there? They're saying yes, you should. So you can go anywhere you want. Those three people you are going to meet virtually, they're going to help grow your business and it will become successful. It will take 2 to 3 years for it to really grow where you're happy with the growth because you have one, two, three different things that you're focused on in your business. Now, that could be like me, where you focus in this specific area. Like, I'm considering bringing in hypnosis to help people quit something, and then energy healing and then psychic. It's just all different areas, right? But I see three are very key for you, and these might be sister entities that you plan on building this big conglomeration. But these three people are very key. They may each hold one avenue that you're looking at. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Yeah, you're in Norway. So thank you so much, Trish. Thank you. Heinrich is in Norway. So that is a whole different area out there. I've had a few clients out there, and there is a lot of beautiful spiritual energy in Norway. There really is. And yeah, all right. So let's get back to Cancer. We're going to start with Cancer at 4452. So, Cancer, I'm hearing the word square. Okay, the word is square. Now, what I feel this really is for our sign of Cancer is like squaring it up. You're going to square something off. You're going to complete something. That could also be the square that could highlight the air, the earth, the fire, and the water, right? If you take the corner points, that can be a square. And I do feel for a lot of you, it is your inner alignment where you're going to come into that square, the centering inside. Because in the middle is that round peg and surrounded by a square. That's what I see. And there's a little spot in the middle. If you've been trying to put yourself into a group, into an organization, into a company that you don't fit in, you may be feeling like you are that round peg in the square center. Okay. And that's not right for you. So we have the four of swords for you guys. And this is healing. This is resting. This is meditation. This is taking the information that I gave you today and putting it to your best interest, right? When you wake up from doing this, even if it's that 10-minute exercise that I said, you're going to see clearly. Okay. You're going to be able to know who to fight for, what to fight for, and if you should even be fighting for anything. So I feel a lot of you, Cancers, you're going to move into an area that you resonate with over the next 2-3, possibly rolling into 4 months. It is a very quick thing, and it's going to happen during the summer months of this year, or southern, at least in where I'm at here in New York, right? So 3 to 4 months. Leos, hello, Leo, and welcome to the channel. Leo, I'm hearing the word strength. Okay, the one key word for you at this time for what we're talking about today is strength. Strength and courage to make a change in your life. Courage is always accompanied with strength. You can't have one without the other, right? So it's having that ability to move forward and knowing that you are going in the right direction. Strength is going into that place within and tapping into the guides that are around you, and they are there. They haven't left you. So it's time for you to move forward. If you've been feeling the energies of the uh, Mercury going backwards, you're going to start feeling better as it goes forward again, because this redirect of that energy shift is going to help you kind of move into, when you look at this, it looks like the Aladdin, like the genie from the Aladdin, Leo. So it's like riding on that magic carpet that's going to take you from where you're at to where you need to go to, almost like, and some of you may have experienced this, where you're so weak and feeble, maybe going through a very traumatic situation, maybe ill, but it feels like somebody carries you across a threshold to where you begin to feel alive again. And that's what I see coming in for a zodiac sign of Leo. So now we're going to take a look at our beautiful Virgo. Hello, Virgos. I'm hearing the word solitude for our Virgos, and solitude, it's a great place, especially when we want to listen to our guides, if you guys call them angels, whatever you call your guidance around you. Going into a place of solitude aligns you with that universal flow, like we talked about in the very beginning of this live broadcast, where you're going to feel connected again. And look what came out for you. Nothing happens by chance. This represents Virgo in a completion cycle right now, where you need to be in a solitary place to say, okay, I'm ready. Some of you are getting ready to ascend. You're going to ascend to a new level within. You're going to see something brand new around you and say, oh my gosh, I had no idea before. How did I miss that? How did I not see it? Now you're going to see it. You're going to recognize it. And through this growth comes some amazing opportunities. The planets are shifting, and look at the card and see nothing happens by chance. The planets in the background are shifting and they are lining up for the sign of Virgo. And that solitude energy is where you're going to get all the answers that you need right now. Yeah, that's what I hear for the sign of Virgo. So we're going to look at Libra. Hello, Libras, and welcome. I'm hearing the word gratitude. Okay, now gratitude is a wonderful place to be in. If you have a lack of gratitude, obviously that's going to kick you in the butt, not today, but it'll kick you in the booty later on down the road. I don't know if I should have said the other word, but oh well, I did. So we have the card of the Nine of Swords, Libra. You may have been being a little bit worried about something coming through. As Mercury goes, takes us backwards. Mercury takes us backwards. And it's a time for us to analyze and reflect. And I wrote that in the key dates for Mercury going direct. So I hope you guys read that on my website. And if you can see the chat, Erica has posted a link there for you. Thank you, Erica. Please give Erica a thumbs up. Her helping me is a tremendous help, and she volunteers this to help you guys in your own journey. So I think it's a wonderful contribution to society. Libra, I feel you're going to feel this energy shifting really, really soon. If you haven't already, you might be having a hard time sleeping as Mercury turns and goes back to the direct force within it. You might be feeling kind of tapped into it because you are an air sign. So that means you're really connected to the air waves, the energy, and the energy fields around us. So for me, when the planets are shifting, when it's a full moon, any kind of moon, I feel all of that. And it's very, very intense. And I do believe a lot of our Libras are going through this period of time. Pay close attention underneath the moon and watch the moon glow and grow. Watch the moon with deep focus, and an image will appear there for some of you. Meaning you might see a face, you might see a character in it, kind of like when you're laying outside in the park and we look at the clouds and those clouds move and they turn into different shapes, right? Oh, there's a sheep and there's a horse and there's a man on a wagon and you see all of these really cool things. They're saying pay attention to the moon, Libra, because there is something going to be revealed through the moon over the next 48 hours from watching this particular live stream. So I do hope that helps our sign of Libra. And let me do one more and then I will answer questions over here in the chat. And welcome, Camille. We are moving on to the zodiac sign of Scorpio, if I didn't say that already. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Scorpio, hallelujah. I hear the word hallelujah. Now, that doesn't mean you guys are religious, okay? It doesn't mean you're praying, although it could for some of you, but really it's more like, yes, something really, really amazing is coming through your guides. They're going to be sending you a message that's going to help you, and it's going to help you move into a forward motion. You guys are all about transformation, and, like even the woman that I live with, she is a transitioner, all right? That is what she is on a holistic, on a spiritual level. The woman I live with, or been staying with, I don't live with her, I'm staying here. She transitions people from this life to the afterlife, but she also helps people transition from who they are in the human world into a new level in the human world as well. And it's really incredible because she doesn't even realize she does it. And it has been quite a remarkable journey to experience the things that I've experienced with her, someone I call a very good friend. I feel some of you are getting ready to meet a transitioner, although you may be one yourself, because it falls in suit with the sign of Scorpio you are definitely getting ready to meet somebody very soon that's going to help you in a new direction, like move into a new direction. The Eight of Wands, this is a yes card, and the Eight of Wands is saying this is back and forth. Positive communication is going to come in from somebody. Now, remember, I said you're going to meet somebody who's going to help you in a forward movement. This is that card right here. So the answer is absolutely coming to you. It's coming very, very soon. You're going to feel it as you begin to tap back into yourself. I feel for some of you, you've stopped doing that, and they're saying it's time for you to do that. You're going to see everything you need to see. So I do hope that helps the sign of Scorpio. And we're going to take a look at our questions over here in the chat. If you guys would like to ask a question, you can join the Soul membership. And yeah, I would love that. We'd love to have you. So Cameo, thank you so much for your $9.99. Hello, Lorianne. I moved my career into content creation, but lately I've been feeling doubtful. Will I see it kick off soon? Also, is there any love interest coming in? Now, what I feel for you, hello, Natasha. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. What I feel for you, Kamiko, is that yes, it is a good area for you to be in, but I don't feel you're broadcasting yourself correctly. All right. I feel you need to promote yourself in a whole different direction. It's like, and let me give you an example. I have people that send me an email and they're like, here, hon, I love your show. Here you go. This is what I do. Sign on. Okay, sign right here. It's like, what is that? It's extremely unprofessional. Not that you are. It's unprofessional. It's coming through in a different way. So what they're saying is be as professional as possible. I don't mean that you're doing it like that, nor do I think you did that to me. That's just simply an example, hun. Okay, so be professional in a way that's going to bring in lots toward you. Change the platform that you created to be eye-catching. You already know how to do that. Content creation means you understand keywords, you understand how to get through the search engine, you understand how to write very, very powerful information. But there's something missing in your own um, platform that you use right now. I feel it's the way you present yourself. So if you come off with that, hey baby, how you doing? You want to change that. If you come off with, I am here for you. You want to change that and pick something in the center where it's not too upbeat and hip and it's not too stuffy. It's like I'm seeing right in the center. You're going to grow, you're going to expand, and it's going to be really, really big and beautiful. You are meant to be in that industry. This is a beautiful card that talks about writing. The Seven of Wands is not just, putting up boundaries and barriers. This is writing out a plan, write out your game plan when it comes to your career, your business. Anybody can open up a business, but to be successful, you've got to map it out. You've got to write it out, and advertising, as you know, is part of it. So is promoting the company, the writing, it's all part of it. So list out everything that you need to do, and you will be very successful. When it comes to a relationship, you do need to set boundaries on. You do. I feel that you love love. I don't know your zodiac sign, but I am feeling a lot of Pisces, lovey energy around you. Not Cancer, not Scorpio, but I do feel Pisces is somewhere in your chart where you're very open to love. You love love. You love the concept of love. And if you're blocked, you're going to push love away. So it's like a conflicting interest. But I do see somebody coming in between now and over the next 7 weeks. 7 weeks. It's not months. It was clear 7 weeks because it's in the summertime. They're showing me you must be in, I don't know where you're located, but they're showing me here in the US 7 weeks. There you go. This would be August through October. That's when you're going to meet somebody new, and they may be a Virgo, Taurus, a Capricorn, but um, it will be around your career, and that will be wonderful for you guys. So I hope our connection is okay. Let me answer one more question here. Hello, Natasha. Welcome. Natasha has been, I think you are one of the original subscribers to my membership, my soul membership here on YouTube. And welcome. I have 2 great suitors that I've met for love recently. Can you tell me which one is my true love? And thank you. And thank you for the 4.99, by the way. The one that is closer to your career, okay, Natasha. Now, I don't know if they're an attorney. I don't know if they're in the legal industry per se, but they may have to do with contracts. They may work in a courthouse. They may be a clerk, a security guard, or it has to do with the justice system, but not necessarily in a company or organization if you're back to work. So that one that connects with you because you're really connected to the swords, you're really connected to law and justice. No matter what you do, it's about honesty, integrity, and that's the person that's right for you. I feel it's the one with darker skin, if that makes sense. The one with darker skin. But let me pull a card for you, my dear, and see what. Yeah, you have the 6 of Pentacles, look at that. The 6 of Pentacles is beautiful. So it's a back and forth kind of energy. You're an overgiver, but this person's going to finally give back to you. And that's what you've been wanting. So make sure that you're open. Make sure that you, if you didn't hear this, you can listen to the video again, and then you can read my blog that is going to explain how to get into that centering and allow the guides to guide you because yes, one of them is meant for you, my dear, and it is going to be a long term, slow moving. All right, because you're going to get to know this one. Although inside you're going to want to get to know him super quick. I feel it's going to be a very slow moving energy that's going to be absolutely wonderful for you. So I hope that helps you and thank you. So let's go ahead and take a look at Capricorn, excuse me, Sagittarius. We're going to go down the list and then we're going to answer the questions outside of this. So 101. All right, Sagittarius, hello and welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm hearing the word courtesy. Okay. The main word that's coming for you in this particular message that we're talking about is courtesy. Now, I don't feel necessarily it's like you are not courteous to other people, although it could be. We all have phases where we're like, whatever, I mean, all of us do. It doesn't matter who we are. But I feel that you are drawing in a lot of people that are not courteous and respectful to you. Remember that they are feeding off of your energy. All right. They feed off of your energy. So if you're in a high vibration, you attract high vibrating people. That doesn't mean that low vibration isn't going to come in, but it does mean that you will see them very clearly. Pay attention to the people who are courteous to you. And those people who treat you in the right way are the ones you want to focus on. So let me pull this card for you. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, this represents financial industry. This represents your work. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, absolutely. So you're going to know how this King of Pentacles represents in your life. This is a person or a company that is very solid in the outside world. They worked hard to gain whatever it is to reach their own version of success, and they are sitting on this mound of what they feel is successful. So there you go, you guys. This is beautiful energy. And yeah, we're going to take a look at Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. 103. So welcome, 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 Capricorn. I'm hearing the word distance for you. You may be feeling at a distance. You might be distant from somebody around you, but the word distance is there. If you're in a work environment, you might need to put up a little wall. Okay, not literally, but maybe figuratively, like I explained in the first part of this live segment, where you need to put up a wall to block anything that's coming in and hurting you. Distance from somebody that hurts you. It is not benefiting you, it is stressing you out, and it's time for you to turn. And remember, we can pull them in or we can push them away. So if it's a memory, just go, I don't want to deal with you right now. If it's a soul connection in your head, say, oop, not right now. If it's in the real human world, not right now. not right now. It's your time to focus on you. So keep distance from those who are trying to r- rattle your cage. Okay, rattle your cage. The guidance is all around you guys, and it is actually there to help you. So let's take a look at our sign of Aquarius, and welcome, Aquas. Hello, hello, hello. I'm hearing the word triumph. Okay, the word for Aquarius is the word triumph. I feel some of you have reached a milestone, like me. Okay, I've reached a milestone in my business. 5 years is a milestone, right? So I feel you've reached a milestone when it comes to understanding the universal connections that we have around us. Whether you already had them before or not, you have definitely been working, planning, preparing, and writing and waiting for these beautiful synchronistic signs to come through, and they are on their way to you. Kudos again. The one guide that talks to me uses that word quite a bit. Kudos. It's a masculine, by the way. That one is a younger guide. I have a few. Archangel Michael is one of them. I have a few. Look beyond what's right in front of you because the triumph is right there. So, Aquarians, if you're feeling like you are not going in the direction you're going, hold on to your self confidence because and look beyond what's right in front of you. There may be one thing you need to tweak, one direction you need to turn just a itty bit, and you're going to see it right in front of you. And for some of you, it's just having a little bit more patience over the next few weeks. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks, in 3 months, your whole life is getting ready to move in a different direction, but you must listen to the guidance around you. So let's take a look at our beautiful sign of Pisces. Hello, Pisces. And I welcome you. Now, for you, I'm actually hearing Pisces the word victory. Okay, victory. You're going to hear something victorious inside of you. And victory is going to be incredible because whatever you've been working on is ascending you to another level. You may feel victorious on hearing the messages, seeing the synchronicities, and understanding that the universe has guidance for us. It's up to us to be able to wake up enough to see it. And I feel the victory is there for some of you. For another group of you, you have victory because you are triumphing over, you are completing a cycle. 10 is an end of a cycle. All right. The 10 of Swords is an end of a very painful cycle that you've been going through, Pisces, that has put you in a position of feeling stuck. It's like, I can't grab onto this dang wheel. It's right in front of me. And like the hamster, like you can't grab onto it because you've had to go through and pull each one of these swords out, each one representing a situation, a person, an experience, and even your own thinking that has kept you in this lower vibration. Victory is on the way for you. I'm so happy this is turning into the Ace of Swords for a beautiful Pisces. So thank you so much for that, you guys. And I'm going to answer a couple questions over here. So Kamiko, thank you again for the $4.99. You're a Gemini, which makes sense. I'm not a member, but I'm going to become one for sure. Well, I'm glad that you are here and welcome. Welcome very much to you. Thank you again. I hope you do. Coupon to provide $5. When will my life get better? What should I be doing to shift things? I'm not feeling triumphant. Sorry, I thought it was a coupon being sent to me because of the title. Welcome. Thank you so much for the $5 contribution. It's adorable. All right. 2-6. 2 to 6 weeks, you're going to start feeling better. Now, 2 weeks is after Mercury goes direct. I feel it really hit you hard, whatever you've been working on. You've been challenged and struggled. Like me, you may have been dealing with a lot of technical issues. I've got technical issues going on right now. I hope that this video is actually being broadcasted. There it is. It's gone. Thank you, YouTube. It had a message up there saying they were technical. Oh, it's back. So there's something going on across the board. So I feel you've been having one challenge after another after another. Am I right? Now, here's the beautiful thing. You've been very, very patient, my dear, and that patience is not going to come without a reward. You have an offer, an opportunity coming in very, very soon. The shift begins in about 2 weeks. Okay. In about 2-3 weeks, you've been planning is on the way to you. It's very important for you to keep in a high vibration. All right. And that is not going to be an easy thing to do. You're an Aquarius, you get hit from every angle. We all do. It doesn't matter what our zodiac sign is, but Aquarians definitely do because you are viewed as a humanitarian. People just pick up on those vibes, right? They just know that you're going through it if you are an Aquarius. And I feel that if you are not one, you definitely have it attached to your energy field. What you should be doing to shift your energy is opening up your heart a little bit. Don't hold any issues of anger. No anger whatsoever. No revenge. You don't want revenge on somebody. Justice is very different than revenge. All of those low vibrating energies will bring in the negative. So if you watch the beginning of this show, or if you've read my blog, it's already posted on my website. But those negative, the universal energy is comes in light and darkness. So the darkness also plays a part. And if we're focused in the negative, we're going to bring in more negative. That's how we work with the synchronistic flow. So, what you are being guided to do is keep your heart open and actually pay attention and focus on what you planned. But don't focus on it. Say, I need $100. You're looking in your bank account, I need $100. And then turn around and get busy and believe with the absolute confidence it is going to happen. Pay attention to every synchronicity that comes across your way. Everything is going to hold meaning once you start connecting with your guides. You just disconnected for a little while. You're not feeling triumphant because nobody really did. Well, I mean, there are some, of course. The Mercury in retrograde kind of pulls us in that backward phase where we don't necessarily feel triumphant when I'm seeing, my connection is unstable and I don't know who really can see this video or not. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up because I have faith that even if it isn't working now, it'll work later. And that's what you're being guided to do, my dear. So I hope that helps you. All right, you guys, if you have not, please subscribe to my website and join in that free newsletter that I send out. I have all kinds of new things coming. It is not just going to be the tarot, it is everything I have, everything that I've studied, and I'm presenting it to you. I won't let go of the tarot. I got enough of a response from you guys. I won't let go of it, but I am bringing in new stuff for you. One more question. Hello, Natasha again. Thank you for the 4.99. Your mom has extensive surgery coming up. Should we be any concerned? Now, I don't directly look at health issues because I'm not a doctor, so I want you to keep that in mind. I am not a doctor. Now, what I'm hearing for your mom, she has two guardians around her. She has two angels around her. They are actual angels. It isn't a brother or sister. These are actual angels. They are beings from love and light from the universe itself, from the higher power source. They've been sent here to help your mother through this phase. You may have seen or spoken to one of them. If you haven't, maybe your mom has. One's a female and one's a male. Beautiful energy. That's about the duo. It's about balance. They're going to help her in every possible way to make her situation in her favor. Your mother has a hard time um, holding on to faith. I'm not saying she's not a believer. She's not a believer of faith. She is, uh, instead of using the word, I have absolute faith, she uses the word, I hope. Okay. And that may be something that you learn from her as well. We all do. We learn from our parents. Have her start focusing on faith. I do believe the surgery is gonna go well, all right? It is gonna take a long recovery, and, it will not be without pain, okay? I mean, it's like what she's having done is gonna cause internal pain, but it's even, emotional, like, almost like she's too old for this shit. Excuse my language, but the truth is she is gonna heal very, very beautiful. We have the Queen of Pentacles, that's a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn individual, but also it's about nurturing. She's going to need to nurture herself. She may very much need your support along the way. With that prime, nurturing. This is also representing wellness industry, the health industry, the doctors, the team of support that she has around her, including the beautiful universal energies. She will be able to get through this. Okay. So I hope that helps you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up these videos. She definitely does. I try to get her to change that. I'm so glad that we touch base directly with your mom, and I wish you all the best. All right, you guys, love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.